Have you ever wondered what our home, our beautiful, familiar Earth, would look like from Jupiter? Not from the Moon, not from Mars, but from the largest planet in our solar system. A world so massive it could fit 1,300 Earths inside it. Now imagine this. You're standing on something solid, if that were even possible, deep inside Jupiter's towering clouds. The winds around you are faster than a Category 5 hurricane. Lightning strikes are 100 times more powerful than anything on Earth. And far above the stormy chaos, you look up. There it is, a tiny, fragile spark of blue. That's Earth. This is what it truly looks like. Let's start with the first surprising fact. From Jupiter, Earth is not impressive. In fact, it almost disappears. Jupiter is on average over 600 million kilometers away from Earth. That's so far that sunlight takes 33 minutes to travel between them. So to your naked eye, Earth would look like a tiny bluish-white star, smaller and dimmer than how Venus looks from Earth. If someone next to you asked, "Hey, can you spot Earth?" you'd probably squint for minutes before saying, "I think that one, maybe?" Because Jupiter's atmosphere is thick, violent, hazy, and constantly swirling. Even if Earth was visible, the atmospheric distortion would blur everything. So the harsh truth is, if you were on Jupiter, you probably wouldn't see Earth at all, not without help. Now here's where things get beautiful. Let's say you have a strong telescope floating above Jupiter's thick cloud layers, high enough to escape the stormy haze. Suddenly, Earth comes to life. Through the lens, Earth transforms from an invisible speck into a tiny glowing marble, shimmering with deep ocean blues, cloudy white swirls, a slight gold tint from the atmosphere, and a faint, gentle halo. From Jupiter, Earth never looks larger than a small dot, but that dot shines uniquely. Why? Because Earth reflects sunlight in a way no other planet does. It has clouds, oceans, continents, ice caps, all scattering light in different ways. To a Jovian observer, Earth would look like a living gemstone, constantly changing colors as clouds shift. And if you're wondering how bright Earth would be, think of this. From Earth, Venus is the brightest object in the night sky after the Moon. Now, flip the situation. From Jupiter, Earth is about 100 times dimmer than Venus is from Earth. It would flicker like a small, cold star. Yet still, if the angle is right, you could sometimes see Earth and the Moon together, both tiny points of light, dancing around each other, a cosmic duet hundreds of millions of kilometers away. This is one of the most surreal sights from Jupiter, Earth and Moon as twin specks in the void. Standing on Jupiter, hypothetically, changes how you see your home planet forever, because Jupiter is huge. It is so massive that it controls comet orbits. It shields Earth from asteroid impacts. It shapes the solar system's architecture. So from Jupiter's viewpoint, Earth isn't the center of anything. It's just a delicate blue dot among billions of others. A small island of life drifting near a humble yellow star. From Jupiter, Earth feels fragile, precious, almost temporary. And that realization hits hard. Because when you see Earth as a bright dot floating in endless darkness, you understand something powerful. Everything we love, everything we fear, everything we've ever known exists on that one tiny spark in the sky. Let's look at real scientific data. NASA's spacecraft, like Juno, Pioneer 10, and Voyager 1, have actually captured Earth from deep space. And the results? Earth is small, pale, bluish-white, often barely visible, sometimes just a pixel. Carl Sagan called it the pale blue dot for a reason. From Jupiter, Earth appears almost exactly as Voyager saw it, a single pixel floating in blackness. But here's the twist. Even though it's small, it stands out because Earth is one of the only planets with this specific shade of blue. Not Neptune blue, not Uranus blue, Earth blue, life blue. So what does Earth really look like from Jupiter? It looks tiny, fragile, beautiful, unique, alive. From Jupiter's monstrous scale, Earth isn't powerful. It's not dominant. It's simply a soft, glowing reminder that life, our life, is incredibly rare and incredibly lucky. If a civilization were watching us from Jupiter, they would see only a tiny, flickering dot. But inside that dot, they'd know. There are oceans. There are forests. There are storms. There are billions of stories. There is love, war, hope, dreams, life, all happening on a world barely the size of a pixel.